All right. Hello, everyone. Um, you know, we're gonna be talking about something a little bit more of a depressing topic, but it's a topic that I'm pretty sure everybody has dealt with once in a while, and that is finding happiness in such a depressing life. Okay, and I'm not necessarily saying that your life is essentially depressing or my life is essentially depressing, and I'm not really trying to say this so that you can compare my life to yours, or I'm trying to I'm not trying to make any comparisons. Like your life is more depressing than other people. I want to make sure that I get that out, but we all go through challenges, we all go through tough times, we all have our own battles, and we can often get depressed. I get depressed all the time. People get depressed all the time. There's always going to be something that makes you depressed. I mean, not necessarily sad. Like, sad is like, oh, the gym is closed before I even got there. But depressing is like nothing, you just don't feel right. And of course, everybody gets to that point once in a while, and it's difficult to just simply enjoy life. Okay, you know, things never really go the way. I mean, okay, sometimes things don't go the way as planned. Things don't go as planned, and of course, that's gonna make you depressed, right? So it's very difficult to find happiness in those situations because sometimes there is simply no way, there's no there's nothing that makes you happy, literally nothing. Your life is boring, which is makes it even more depressing. And sometimes you go out, you have no friends, you're in debt, you have no job, you got no you're failing your classes, broke up with your girlfriend, divorced, whatever. Life sucks, and it's really hard to enjoy life at that point. But the thing is that because you can't really not focus on those things. Like those are big things in your life that it's just very hard to not look at because it's right up in your face. It's hard to not look at it. But you know, in your peripheral vision, sometimes like you have your big problems here. Sometimes you just it's in the corner, it's in the corner of your eye, and there is a pocket full of a happy moment. There is a happy moment somewhere around whatever is depressing in your life. Because, like I said, it's very hard to get out of this depressing mood. Okay? It's really hard. And truthfully, I'm just gonna have to say you're depressed. You are having a depressing moment, and it sucks. Like it sucks. Like you, nothing is really making you happy. Going out with friends, even though you don't really have any friends, which even makes it worse. Sleeping. You're on your phone playing games, music. Literally, nothing is making you happy. So what can make you happy? And I can't really tell you. Okay, I know it's very like stupid because I'm making this video and you're probably expecting me to help you, which I'm trying to in a way of showing of just talking about it. Because you know, like I said, the reason why I like making these videos is because it's nice to hear somebody talking about things that I relate to. So I can't really tell you how to find happiness in such a depressing life. I'm not essentially saying that you're literally depressed. If you're depressed, I think you should get some help. To be honest, I think you should really get some help. But I'm talking about where you just are in such a depressive state. Like things just suck, right? And it's really hard to pick yourself up, try to find happiness because the truth is, like I said, sometimes there's just not happiness anywhere, right? And I can't really tell you how to find that happiness. I really can't. But you kind of have to look for it. I know you're probably expecting me to like guide you or give you a better perspective of things, which in a way I'm trying to. But I can't just show you, because first of all, like, you don't know my life, I don't know your life. Even in person, like my friends, I don't even know their life. I don't even see them 24/7. But like, like for me, sometimes life is good when I watch the sunset. I will go out on a drive and simply watch the sunset. I would watch a K drama, or I would go out and treat myself, for food. Probably get dessert, a boba, something. And even though like all of this seems very simple, right? Going out on a driving allegedly fast, you know, just doing things that I don't know. Like I said, it's very hard for me to simply just tell you how to be to find happy moments in your life. It's really hard for me to. It's even hard for me to find happy moments in my life. But I do. I eventually find it. I can't really list them off the top of my head now because it's kind of like just it's like a random moment where that happens. But like you just find it. You know, I know it's kind of difficult. I know it's hard, but it's there. You just have to look for it a little bit harder. I mean, you can't just sit there and sulk. I can't. Like I was telling myself, like I can't just sit here and do nothing. Just sit here, be depressed, and just let depression take over. I have to at least try to be happy. At least try to do something where I'm like, wow, I like this. This is nice. Life is good, or at least somewhat better. You know, those things are pretty nice. But like I said, I know it's very kind of dumb because I'm telling you how to be happy. I'm not technically telling you, but you have to look for it. You kind of have to look for the happiness in your life. And I can't, yeah, like I don't know how to tell you how to find happiness, but you just gotta look for it. Everyone's different. It's there somewhere. But I'm just leave it off here. Sorry if I didn't really help much, but if I did, I hope you found this video interesting, somewhat relatable, or I hope you thought it was nice to hear me talk. And I hope that I helped you a little bit. But I'm gonna leave you off on your journey to find happiness in your life, and hey, you might find it. No, 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 no. You will find it. You will find happiness. But anyways, I don't know why I said it that way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, maybe I'm just a little bit tired. But anyways, I'm gonna get you back to it. Peace out, and hope you find happiness. Peace.